I only tattooed myself once, and that was while I was learning, because at the time I was struggling to find customers.
I'm surprised the police didn't turn up from the screaming, but...
Oh yeah, you sound like a dog.
Last session after you left, man, the windows were open, and I was like literally on the edge of like just dying.
Oh, man.
I was screaming like I was being murdered, and then we realized the windows were open. I was like, Anna, if the police turn up, just let me talk. I was like 50% sure like someone would have called, because my tattoos don't itch more than anyone else's when they healed. Never mind.
For me, it's a meaning of where I was at that time in my life behind every tattoo, but if we talked about every single one like that, we'd be here all day.
It might not have a meaning, but as a totality, it's like I have my personality on my tattoo.
Another episode of the Mavi podcast. Today we have the lovely Katrina.
Hello.
And nobody else in the room. We decided just to do this podcast ourselves,
Yeah.
you know, and just talk about my tattoos. You know, we've covered a lot of people's tattoos already, and, you know, we haven't really got round to talking about mine, you know, and Katrina's done some of mine.
I have done some of yours, yes.
Yeah, so, you know, we're going to be showcasing some of the tattoos.
Hello.
And hello, Connor. So Connor has joined us in the podcast, and we still haven't seen Alan. You know, he's
supposed to be here, but...
he was meant to be here, and you know,
What's up? Ah!
what was that? Oh, out of nowhere.
A floating head.
Hello.
Can I contact HR?
Oh,
Sure,
here, hang
hi.
on. Hello.
I would like to report. Actually, I want to report. It's okay. I'll see you later, Connor, yeah?
It's kind of became the whole studio podcast. Anna's tattooing at the moment, so she's not here.
It's fine. Yeah, that.
Make it close the door, that would be good. Like,
Yeah, if you could
I'll just be in the back.
have some
Right.
etiquette, Connor. Just have some etiquette. Don't make me be
I
the.
regret this podcast already.
Yes.
No. There's nothing to regret, man. I mean, look, there's a lot of fun to be had. A lot of fun to be had. A lot of zebras to look at.
Yeah.
Okay. Already the digs are coming in.
No, there's not going to be that many digs. A few here and there, but you'll see. The audience will see in a while the zebra reference.
Okay. Well, we'll jump into this. Welcome back, everyone, for another episode of the Mavi podcast. Today we have
A floating head.
a floating head, Alan, and
Hello, I'm
Katrina.
Katrina. Lovely to see you again. Yeah.
Yep.
I made my grand return after the last time I was here. I was sitting on Adam's lap.
Oh yes. So Alan hasn't had a proper episode in this yet, so we sort of thought like, hey, why don't we just include him in this one?
Yeah, just a little one until I have one of my own, and then I just talk for an hour, and Alexi just sits there and nods.
Yes.
Yeah. Update on me and Adam. We broke up. Also, the last editing, you missed out on me and Adam kissing on camera. It was cut, which is unfortunate, but we'll have that exclusively on the Patreon, which we don't have, but it's okay.
How about the OnlyFans? You got an
Oh!
OnlyFans yet?
That's actually what we fell out over. The split, I thought, I was a bit sexier, so I should get 60 and he should get 40. But that's a conversation for my podcast. Today, listen to Alexi's story of his
Thank
tattoos.
Thank you.
And potentially make fun of them if they're making fun, if they're worthy of making fun.
Well, let's dive into this. So previously in one of the other podcasts, we've talked about my first tattoo experience and how that kind of led me into my tattoo journey. And, at the time, I wasn't really quite certain of what I wanted. I knew I wanted, Polynesian kind of leg piece. And in hindsight, I would have actually been really happy with that to this day. But the tattoo artist talked me out of it because he felt that I would grow out of it. I wouldn't be happy.
Polynesian, you mean like the All Blacks in rugby when they have their kind of tribal type of...
Pretty much, yeah.
But less, more like a lot more circles and kind of wavy shapes, right?
Yeah.
No, that's
and
pretty
like
fancy.
spearheads and so on,
Yeah,
more
yeah.
like patterns.
Like Moana, if anyone's watched Moana.
Yeah, something like
yeah.
that. Yeah. No, I would have loved that, because there's so much meaning behind those tattoos. Now I know I'm not like Polynesian kind of culture.
What?
I know, right?
Really?
So kind of okay with not having it, but at the time I really wanted it, and he talked me out of it, and I got trees on my arm. That became a thing in itself. As soon as I started tattooing, a lot more people started coming in and asking for the same sort of thing, and I've personally done a couple of those tattoos as well in the past, and trees just became very, very big after sort of me getting it.
Really grew up.
Yeah, I was a trendsetter, wasn't it?
Yeah, trendsetter, and then suddenly you realize your tattoo is a stock image.
Yeah, pretty much like a like kitchen backdrop.
Yeah.
I try to spice it up in my own tattoos. If somebody's looking a tree wrap around, try and include something a wee bit different with it. Like say animals and bit more kind of like scenery, like say a waterfall or something like that. But for me, it was literally just trees. And for a while, I liked it, but as I say, when more and more people started getting it, it just felt it wasn't really special anymore. It wasn't really me. And yeah, you'll notice a wee pattern with that as we go on.
Yeah, I've only had one of those, and I can't really criticize yours because I've got a singular rose and then a bunch of flowers, but it's in color, so it's not too basic.
Yeah, no, like yours
So,
is
like-
pretty
Yours
cool.
is nice though.
Yeah, it's still a rose though. Like now, like after spending a good while in the tattoo studio, I'm like, yeah,
Roses
it's
are
a bit-
very common.
Yeah. But it's like it has a nice meaning, It's a yellow rose, my mom's favorite rose. So it's like, yeah, I just passed it off as like, yeah, that's like sentimental. It doesn't matter.
Get yellow.
True.
Yeah. Well,
True.
to be fair, I quite like roses. They hold a big sort of, space in my heart because that's where it all kind of started. Like roses and tattoos is very classic. It's very cultural. It's very
Yeah.
nice. You can't really go wrong with a rose. There's so many different styles to kind of like approach with it. So I personally love them.
Yeah,
and
I've
like,
got a rose as well. I quite like mine.
yeah,
I do like
yeah.
how they look.
Yeah.
It's just
I
the.
think everyone needs a rose.
Yeah.
You think so?
Oh
Rite
yeah,
of passage. Everyone just has to have a rose.
rite of
tattoo.
passage. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So your second tattoo? Well,
My
you
second-
surely you went, a bit more wild after that. You would have been like, okay, I got trees next. I'm gonna get like like half sleeve. I'm gonna get like Japanese or Polynesian, or I'm gonna get like a tribal piece, or
It was actually a bit of writing.
oh,
So somebody bought me the tattoo for Christmas, right? And keep in mind I was still underage. I think it was like still 17. But
Okay.
that's when this is after I applied for my tattoo apprenticeship and technically got it. But because I had to wait a full year until I finished A levels to start my apprenticeship, I just kept going to that artist and getting a couple of tattoos. So the first one I got with him was a bit of writing on my chest. So again, this was very basic, right? It was a heartbeat with Veni Vidi Vici. And that quote came from the bodybuilder Ziz that I used to like inspired to be growing out of that completely now. I've talked about it, one of the previous episodes, but that was the beginning. Then me and my mate Christian at the time, he was with me whenever I applied for a tattoo apprenticeship. We decided to get crowns, right? And I designed that tattoo as well. It was this one here. As you can see, the wee AP on the inside.
okay. I've got.
Oh, the writing, I don't actually have a photo of it, but honestly, it's not even worthwhile actually showing, to be
I've
honest.
got multiple questions here.
Okay, go
Okay,
ahead.
Veni Vidi Vici. You know the origin of that, right?
Caesar said it first, wasn't it?
I believe so. Yeah, he
Yeah.
decked on like some big army, and he was just like, I could do a speech, but I'm just gonna say like 3 words and then leave. It was like aura farming.
Mic drop.
Allegedly, if it happened. Also, disclaimer: we do not recommend getting a tattoo if you're 17. Wait till you're 18.
Oh,
and an
yes,
adult.
yeah.
We will not do it for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we will not do it. And even if you get a fake ID or you try it other studios or whatever, just don't. Wait till you're 18.
Yeah,
You'll
yeah.
regret it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah. I've
mean,
got all
prime
mine covered
example.
up, so that says a lot already.
Yeah, and then why a crown?
A crown. So back to that kind of phase, Veni Vidi Vici. It came
Yeah.
and saw conquer. So I was going about my life thinking like, yeah, I'm going to conquer life. I'm going to dominate. I'm going to do.
Yeah.
I'm going to be great.
You were LARPing Napoleon.
Yeah. And like we were going to the gym a lot.
Yeah.
At the
I mean, you're
time, so we were, like-
17 or 18, whatever.
Yeah.
That's like, what was I into when I was that age? Oh yeah, I was playing basketball, and I was like, yeah, I could be really good at basketball. I'm barely 5'8". I couldn't.
Yeah,
but
we were all overly confident back then.
yeah, I was like, I'm gonna be like Chris Paul. If anyone knows Chris Paul, I'm gonna be like the assist god. Nah, Didn't happen, man. Didn't happen. Went to uni, man. Went to the court, man. Bunch of 6'7", man, 6'8" people. I was like, I just looked at them and I turned around and I packed up and I was like, I'm going home, man.
Maybe football.
Yeah, go back to Gaelic.
So at the time, me and Christian, we decided like, hey, we're going to get these crowns, right? And I had it all designed, and there's one says CB for his initials, and then AP for my initials, right? And we're going to get each other. So we showed up on the day,
that's
and then
okay.
he was doing up the stencil, and we were like, right, it's a bit gay. You know, like
a bit.
You know, like
I
we
mean,
get each other's initials. Like, yeah. Should we swap? Yeah, it's like, yeah, okay, we'll do our own initials on ourselves. It's like, right, okay, we'll do that. So we got that done instead, and he still has it. I still have mine, and like we've kind of grown apart since. To be honest, like, you know, over the years, it's just natural. You know, and occasionally we still pop up. It's like, you still got the crown tattoo? It's like, yeah. Do you still have it? It's like, yeah. It's like, that's not going anywhere.
I think it would have been funny. I think it would have been funnier if you switched it. It would have been like,
Nah. Let's. At the time, we just didn't think it was like it, you know. But yeah, so then I started, you know, tattooing myself.
Oh God,
you know,
I
learning.
never understand how you're physically able to do that. But yeah.
Well, to be fair, I only tattooed myself once. And that was while I was learning, because at the time I was struggling to find customers. And I kind of had to prove that I could do a good tattoo. So, you know, this was like maybe my third or fourth tattoo I've ever done. But this is it.
Okay.
So it's like a bit of scenery, you know, there's like a wee...
How big is it? That doesn't look too big. Like,
it's actually not...
Oh, okay. That looks way smaller on the picture than what you're like doing with your hands.
Yeah, it was about like 5-6 inches maybe, you know.
Oh, that's huge.
Dude.
That's too big if you ask, you know.
All right. Well, and I want to do a bit of color, because you know, previously I only done black and grey work, so I was like, right, I want to do a bit of color on myself. And you know, the photo you just seen, it already had like a session laser on it, because to be honest, I just didn't like it anymore. And
it's just like a practice thing, you know. You're over it.
Yeah, so. Yeah, I just got that done, and then at the time I started really not liking my writing as well, so I asked for a cover up, and I got this big blue rose. It was one of the artists that was working with us at the time in the studio, so as you can see, it didn't actually properly cover. You can still see a bit of writing through it, which is heartbreaking, but it is what it is, you know. And to be honest, I don't even like the blue rose anymore. I'm actually going to get a blast over of that falling through from like what I have at the side of my neck there.
What's a blast over?
Blast over? Well, we'll talk about that in a second, because I have a couple of blast overs already by Anna. But yeah, so at the time it was just spur of the moment, it was just like, oh yeah, what would you cover that with? And the dude just said like, oh, we'll do blue rose, because blue covers really well, but it's going to take it's going to take 2 or 3 sessions. So I was like, right, okay, no worries. So we started it, and man, it was brutal. Like, he was dry wiping and everything, and it was just like, it was just like red raw. It was just like, you know. And Katrina, you know what way my skin is. It's like,
it's fucking horrible.
Yeah, it's like really strong but paper thin at the same time. So it's like you can't really know like what ways to go about it. So dry wiping and that was horrible. But yeah, that took 3 sessions, and I don't know if you can see, but we tattooed over my nipple as well. That was, yeah, I could feel sounds. It was horrible. No, we did tattoo over like the tip as well.
Why?
Tip of the nipple.
Why?
Because I just wanted it done. Because like, you know, you'd have like this big circle in the middle of the tattoo. I didn't really want that. So I was like, hey, why don't you just do it? And he was like, I've never done this before, so I don't know how well it's going to heal. I'm like, dude, I don't care. So as you can see, only like a bit of it actually like stayed.
Yeah, I'm wondering why there wasn't like that much hindsight to maybe just above the nip.
Just move it up slightly.
Just a small, because that text...
it wouldn't flow too well. You know, you want the tattoo to like wrap around the chest, you know, so like the chest muscle, so it looks full. Whereas like if you've done it above it, it looks like you have a lopsided kind of chest.
Okay.
If that makes sense, you know.
Yeah.
Have you tattooed many nipples yourself?
No, I have not. It's a very rare thing, you know, but I've still yet to do it.
I've done it.
You have?
Yeah.
No way.
I mean, it was like a really small, stupid one, like, but it was directly on the fucking nipple.
Lovely.
Was it? Oh no, never mind.
It wasn't full colour though, was it?
No.
Yeah. All right. Well, on to the next one. So yeah, I took a big break after that. You know, with like my tattoos. Actually, yeah, it was about 2-3 years later. I was now working in a different tattoo studio, and then I just wanted a leg tattoo, and I wanted a Buddha because at the time, you know, I started learning about Buddhism and you know, kind of the culture behind it, and you know, it kind of really inspired me. So I was like, hey, I would love a Buddha, and yeah, this is what we did.
Okay.
And you know, it gotten very light over the years because the artist has, you know, gone a wee bit too light with the face, which is understandable, you know, because like you do want to keep it quite soft, you know, but over the years, you know, like the lighter kind of shades, they start to disappear a wee bit, you know.
Aye.
And there was 2 different techniques going on there. You know, you got a bit of smooth shading, you got a bit of texture shading, but to be honest, the texture shading kind of became smooth shading after a while, you know, so it was good, like a lesson for me as well. It's like how tattoos kind of like age, and you know, I'm able to use that as like a example then what to do and what not to do, you know. And then we done the inside as well, and that was the same sort of case, but this one was like the Hanya mask mixed in with like a skull.
Zombie?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
a skull kind
yeah.
of thing, you know. So we tried a different kind of like technique to it, you know, and yeah, it's better when it was first done, but as I say, over the years, you know, it's kind of became very light.
It's there's a big mix of like themes going on here. You went from like
a Buddha to
like
a Hanya.
king to Caesar to like, oh, war, nah, Buddha.
Yeah.
And then you went to like Japanese samurai demons and stuff like that.
Well,
it's very like
yeah, very all over the place, and that's kind of shows you how like my kind of like personality has developed over the years, like changed so much, and just keeping it fluid, you know. And to be honest, I regret all of them now. I actually don't even like them, so I'm going to get a blast over of that one as well. Do you want to do it?
Sure.
All right,
Yeah.
that's going to be 2026, 2027 project. But yeah, and then moving on from that, I went done this to my face. Not myself. It was you know, one of my favorite tattoo artists of all time, Felix Steele, Young Hearted Tattoo on Instagram. Check him out. And you know, that was a big game changer for me because that was my very first really big visible tattoo.
yeah, that is definitely a commitment, but it does look really good, and it healed up really good as well. Because that was a few years ago, right?
Yeah. Like I said, really well. But that's what happens when you use just solid black. You know, the longevity of it. You know, it's going to stay the best, you know. Actually, on that, I forgot about 2 small tattoos. While I was learning, you know, I got my hand tattooed. We'll pop that up as well. But yeah, that was like a wee leaf.
Yeah.
But so a lot of people,
did you do that yourself?
No,
Oh, okay.
no,
Yeah,
it was.
I was like, you're right-handed. How'd you watch that?
Yeah, it was somebody who was learning with me at the time. So like the mentor, he had 2 apprentices at the same time. They done that for me. But it kind of turned out they were learning as well. To be fair, so a lot of people think it's a feather, but it's meant to be like a leaf.
No,
but
it doesn't look like a feather. It looks.
Anna's blasting over that at the moment, but as I say, we'll get into that. And then I also had gotten no, not yet. Got the Dragonborn in dragon language from the game Skyrim. It was my favorite game of all time, and still is, and it's still my comfort game. I play it occasionally. Katrine can vouch for that. Occasionally, yeah, all the time.
Interesting spot to put that in.
It was just kind of like nice to curve around. I was going to go for a full leg piece of like Skyrim themed tattoos.
Yeah.
But kind of didn't want to dedicate my whole kind of leg to it because I've already dedicated so much of my life to it. You know, that's.
I mean, you may as well at that point.
You know, so I don't know. I might go back on the idea. I already have like the blueprints sitting there. You know, if I ever do decide to revisit it, because I already have.
I can't really say much. I dedicated my whole back to one thing, so
Yeah,
it's like
Yeah, that's a big commitment. Like,
so it's.
It felt great, didn't it?
I'm surprised the police didn't turn up from the screaming, but
oh yeah, you sound like a dog.
Dying.
last session after you left, man, the windows were open and I was like literally on the edge of like just dying.
Oh man.
I was screaming like I was being murdered, and then we realized the windows were open. I was like, Anna, if the police turn up, just let me talk. I was like 50% sure like someone would have called because it was like
Your back piece is full blackout, essentially. Like, you know, so no wonder. We'll probably do another podcast with you, you know,
Yeah.
talking about your tattoos.
Yeah. Still.
But yeah, back on this. So after getting my side of the head or side of like neck done, I went and got a wee bee at the back of my ear.
Yeah, cute little bee.
Yeah, that is the bee there. But as you can see,
Faded the fuck.
very faded, and a lot of
Ones behind the ear will do that.
yeah, it's just the area behind the ear does tend to fade quite a bit. But I've seen behind the ears like fade, like stay really well at the same time. So it just really depends on the person. But see, the thing is, like a couple of people came up to me and asked, "Oh, is that a fly?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, great."
I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah, so like when people say that, it's like, right, okay, I need this rid, you know. So I think Katrina's gonna do a bit of laser on that, I guess. Yeah, laser's brutal. I don't want to do it, but sure, it is what it is.
It is brutal. I wish you luck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So you also probably not mentioned the one you actually did get properly lasered, do you?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. So whenever I was learning way back then again, sorry, we were all over the place. There, like I forget what tattoos I have at this stage.
Yes, too many.
So I saw like a masquerade mask sleeve with a fella. He was guest spotting in the studio, and I really wanted like a upper arm tattoo with like masquerade mask. And he done full color, and he was like, "Yeah, let's do full color." I was like, "Yeah, sweet, let's do it." Because back then it was very colourful, you know.
I mean, you were very careful. You wanted to get your friend's initials on here.
Oh, here.
I know, on there.
All right, enough
got
of the
me, you
digs.
got
So-
we haven't even gotten into it, man.
Yeah, done the first session. It went well, all good. And then we had planned for a second session before he left back home because he was only guest spotting for maybe 2 months. So the day that we were meant to do it, he ate a dodgy banana, and it was like had the,
What's a dodgy
Yeah,
banana?
What's a dodgy banana?
so the type that makes you want to throw up constantly. So,
No.
Yeah, like he just felt really
A
ill.
banana is pretty like easy
Pretty,
to
like,
tell if it's gone off or not.
Have, like,
No.
Sprite with the banana.
I don't know, but maybe it was something else. But either way, he was like, "Mate, I don't feel good. I'm just gonna head back to where I'm staying, and I'll come back and we'll get it done." It's like, oh,
He
okay.
was absolutely hungover. Took a banana to try and get himself over his hangover, and then just believed the banana.
Potentially, I don't know. But either way, we didn't do a second session, which I'm kind of glad because I don't even want the color anymore. So I had like loads of session laser with that. It was like two down south. Me and a friend of mine at the time were traveling down together. Like she was getting like loads of laser done, and I was just like, hey, while I'm here, like, can we like laser, the one I did on myself and my arm?
Yeah.
A couple sessions in that, and then like somebody came in for a tattoo with me once, and was like, hey, I actually do laser tattoo removal. And I'm like, oh, right, sweet, because I'm actually looking out for like a bit of laser done. And he was like, yeah, sweet, we could do an exchange. I could do laser, a couple of sessions laser for you, and you do a tattoo for me. I was like, yeah, sweet, let's do it. And turns out he done it from the garage in the house. And I was like, oh, well,
Like RKIA would have liked that.
yeah, no, like clearly not regulated, but young, dumb, naive me, I was like, what, 18 at the time? I didn't care, He's done a couple of sessions on me and like absolutely butchered me, like, blisters and everything. One blood, it was horrible. Yeah, so, and I think you've done a session on it as well, maybe? I can't remember. Maybe we have, maybe we haven't.
No, I don't think it is.
Well, we don't have a photo of that one. Well, if I do get a photo, I'm going to pop it up here, but I don't think I do.
To be fair, you've never even showed me it. So.
Yeah, I think I was saved somewhere, like deep in the archive somewhere, but aye. So, yeah, after that, it was, I went up to Belfast and got a tattoo, like a traditional tattoo. It's a top of my leg, clipper ship, there's a bit of colour as well in it, and I just wanted a traditional tattoo, and I knew of like a traditional artist in Belfast I was friendly with at the time. I was like, hey, why don't you tattoo me?
Somebody signed it.
Yeah, he signed it. Yeah.
Wait, he signed it?
Yeah, at the time I was like, hey, do you want to put a signature on it?
Oh, so you have a man's name on your body.
Ah, dude.
I'm sorry.
I'm not gay, all right? Yeah, and then fast forward to maybe 2 or 3 years after, we're in here and, right, teaching Katrina and some other people, right, kind of like talked about that in the past. Yeah, that was my next tattoo with Katrina. It was her very first one. It was a wee Monopoly man holding
So
a finger
proud
up.
of it. It looks fantastic.
Yep. I mean, it's like first tattoo. It's. I think it was we done a wee touch up on it. The touch up was actually
Yeah, we did the
made it
touch
way
up
better.
with hand poke. So this is when I switched to hand poke after that tattoo. That just went, I don't want to do this anymore.
Well, I mean, at least you find out. It's like, hey, hand
It's a
poke,
first
and then-
tattoo. Like,
Yeah,
it can't
yeah.
be.
It's a difficult tattoo for your
I'm
first
sure
one, like.
Alexi knew that he was like a guinea pig, so.
And then this is the second one Katrina done for me, and it was a design I've saved in my folder for years. And I was like, I'm going to get that tattooed
Is
eventually.
that your
and
ankle?
Yeah, that was the
For that
four
area,
leaf
it
clover.
healed really well.
Yeah. So that was cool. And then while you were doing the Monopoly Man, we had like another person tattoo me for first tattoo, and that was like a wee claw. You can barely kind of like see it now because like I'm getting it kind of like blasted over with
Yeah.
with Anna's. Oh yeah, I had a session of laser on it. To be fair, that one there was the first time I kind of experienced like a bit of itching. No, actually second time. So the way some tattoos like itch.
Yeah, all of mine itch.
All yours?
Yeah, I'm always very itchy.
Well, it's an autoimmune response. So your body's like, oh, here we don't like this tattoo ink inside of our body, so we're going to send white blood cells to attack it. Basically, that's why you start like itching, because you're
Okay.
yeah. So I experienced that with that one, with the wee claw. Because it was like overly kind of like saturated because it's all kind of like really heavy line work. But see, after a session of laser on that, it actually fixed it. Like it no longer itches or anything,
Oh wait, you mean like after?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you mean like during the like, like
yeah,
itches a lot during the
no,
healing
that's
process.
normal, like just randomly, even like a couple of years later, it'll just like flare up and be like really itchy.
My color does. My color does.
Yeah.
Not my black though.
Yeah, it's like whenever a tattoo is like really heavy, kind of like saturated, it usually happens.
Yeah, I get a lot on my rows, on my colored rows.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Yeah, fair enough. No, just my tattoos don't itch more than anyone else's when they heal. Never mind.
But yeah, it's a very unusual thing, but it does happen, and that was the first time I kind of experienced it with it. Actually, no, that's a lie. I experienced that with my rose because it's like full color.
Oh yeah, but
blue,
that was so
and,
much
like,
saturation.
Yeah,
Jesus.
but like over the years, that's kind of like gone, but it does still act up every time, like say out in the sun without sun cream.
Yeah.
Always wear sun cream.
Regardless of if you have tattoos, protect your skin.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then, for the claw, then Anna's doing like a full kind of like leg, kind of dark mandala kind of stripes. Don't say it.
Yeah, you're turning your leg into a kid's coloring book.
Yeah. That's better than the zebra. Thank you. And while we're on the subject of zebra,
That is sick, but what?
Anna's like doing the forearm piece on me as well and covering up
Yeah.
the trees while blast over.
So I don't even know, like, outside of the podcast, what's like the end goal in that then?
So just kind of like almost like fully saturated, but not really.
And
So,
what about the bits in between the?
where you're still going to see a tattoo underneath?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why it's called blast over. So you'll still see the tattoo coming up underneath.
Oh, so that's like the idea of it. It's so you're supposed to see
Yeah.
the old.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
So I'm not like fully getting rid of it,
Yeah.
but from a distance you won't be able to tell what it is.
Yeah.
If that
Yeah.
makes sense,
Okay, so it's kind of like the Japanese, like when they fix the porcelain with like the gold inlays, and you see the cracks in the
Yeah.
cups. It's kind of like that type of vibe. It's like, yeah, I've got it, but I'm not. I've still got my old
Yeah.
stuff.
And
Yeah.
the reason for that is because like it's still a piece of history. It's still
It's a
I
piece
still-
of you, yeah.
I still live my life with it, and still able to sort of like talk about it then, But so and then Katrina wanted to try a bit of realism.
Yeah. No, in fairness, I'm pretty sure this was the next tattoo I did on skin with machine after the Monopoly Man.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I did a big jump with that.
Oh, you
Yeah.
really did. You went from, hand poke to this. And that was like 3 sessions, I think.
Yeah, it was
Um,
also on a scar, which for some reason you wanted.
Yeah, well, it's like right beside it. It's like, You can kind of see it in the photo,
Yeah,
but
that wasn't a fun time.
Oh,
yeah, that
okay.
was really.
So dramatic during that one.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was like well when we got close to his car, I was like, oof, yeah. And yeah, finally we're just gonna talk about the wee sleeves that Katrina's doing.
Yeah, it's not finished yet.
Yeah, a couple more.
Oh no, that
sessions
is
of
a super
or
sick sleeve.
Hopefully we can get it finished in one, but we'll see. But yeah, no, it's
No, that is really nice. I really like
Yeah.
that one.
you've really developed your like style and technique, and
Thanks so much.
it's like, honestly, I'm so happy with that. Yeah, I'll finally get a masquerade mask sleeve.
Yeah, finally.
Yeah, no
Finally.
color this time though. No color this time.
Yeah,
Black
no
and
color.
white.
And so it is technically a cover up then.
Yeah,
But-
technically.
To be fair, like a tattoo's like underneath is like faded so much that it's like it wouldn't really count as a cover up,
Mm.
Yeah, and then I think I told the story in one of the other podcasts about like my hammer and sickle tattoo that I got. That instantly regretted it. At the time it was like, the artist had done like my
Yeah, I
first
remember. I
tattoo.
remember. Yeah, that was in
Yeah.
the old place. I remember.
He
I
kind
think
of
I was
convinced
there.
me to get, like
Yeah.
the hammer and sickle tattoo, and I was like, is that not like a communism? No, it's a communism symbol. No, it's a symbol for hard work. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, sure, we'll get it. And I got really badly infected because we went like, dancing on tables after basically at a nightclub and all, and had to get a flight next day, and oh, it was so bad. But yeah, I then got it covered up with a rose, which I had to do myself. So I had to like literally just tattoo myself like this. It was so uncomfortable.
Yeah,
that was the first time using numbing cream. But yeah, I'll pop up a wee photo of it. But that's it there. You can't really see it.
Yeah.
I
And
j-
if you look for it,
Yeah.
you have to actually know what was there.
Yeah, but I'm so glad that I got rid of that because, like, why did I do that? That was so stupid. But yeah, I've made a lot of mistakes with my tattoos. To be honest, like, I regret a lot of them, but not really because kind of at that moment in time, that's what I wanted. So I can't really.
And, yeah,
complain
with the
too
blast
much.
overs, you'll still have them to remember.
Yeah, but at the same time, I wish I waited. Because the person I was at 18 isn't the person I am now, and what I want now is completely different to what I wanted back then.
Yeah.
Back then, I was just wanting tattoos because I love tattoos and I thought they were the coolest thing ever, and I wanted to look cool and stuff, But now I think about it completely different, and I think.
Do you still care about the meaning in tattoos, or are you more like, I just want
No,
something that I like
like-
the style of?
Yeah, no, it's just like a style because like
Yeah.
meaning you can apply the meaning to pretty much any tattoo you want. It's like, oh, like this masquerade mask sleeve is because I love like the mysteries of the universe and constant reminder that to look for deeper meaning.
Yeah, I give up. I give up on my third tattoo, man.
Yeah,
After
but then
like,
it's the
Yeah.
same, like, every tattoo technically has a meaning because like if you look at it and someone's like, oh, what does that mean? It's like, oh, it doesn't technically mean anything, but here's the story of where I was in my life when I got it. So it kind of has like that sort of
I
thing.
guess. I mean, one of mine is like, Anna, I want to tattoo this. It would be so fucking cool. And it's like,
yeah, it's fair.
yeah, that looks sick. It's like, okay.
Yeah, when you're surrounded by it constantly, like the
Yeah.
meaning kind of disappears, and now it's just like, oh yeah, it looks really awesome. I'd
Yeah,
love to
but
do
that's like- That's a meaning in itself, to be honest. I mean,
Yeah,
Like,
but
it's cool.
Yeah.
for
it
me,
kind of
it's-
goes back to being 18 when you were 18 again. It's like, I just want tattoos to look cool.
Yeah.
And then it's just like a curve, just like, oh, I want tattoos with meaning. And then it just goes back down, just like, why, yes, I do want tattoos to look cool. It's like a, like a circle that you kind of do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But kind of a mature circle. You end up more mature and kind of like actually get cool.
yeah,
stuff.
yeah. You're going about it in a more tasteful way.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we could talk about like for me, it's a meaning of where I was at that time in my life behind every tattoo. But if we talked about every single one like that, we'd be here all day, and there's not enough time. It's like, and nobody
Yeah.
wants to hear how boring the
We do.
stories are.
Yeah, we will need to wrap it up soon enough because Katrina's tattooing a hammer and sickle on me.
Just right there on the forehead. Eh?
No. Just on the ass cheek right here.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that basically concludes everything I have currently. I will be getting a lot more in the future. Plans are basically replicate what I have, at this side of the neck to the other side and over my shoulders and onto my chest, covering the blue rose, and then taper off at the back, and then get Anna to finish off my hand and forearm, and then my leg as well, and then Katrina's finish off sleeve. I think in a couple of weeks.
It's just going to be the blast over the rose as well, right?
What's that?
Yeah.
It blast over the rose, right?
Yeah.
I think that will actually look really cool.
You'll still see the blue coming through, but
But like the zebra pattern with like the blue behind it, I think that will look really cool.
Yeah. And I just do like a whole like right leg piece. I'm not sure what yet, but I'm still thinking it through. Might do scar. Who knows?
I think you should, but maybe not like a full one. Just do like a half one, and then the other half of like other stuff. I don't know. Personally, I love compilations of stuff you're interested in. I mean, both my arms is kind of, well, one of my arms is specifically just stuff I'm interested in, whether it's pop culture or like kind of niche culture that I like cartoons or games and stuff like that. I don't know. I really enjoy that because I feel like it's just like it might not have a meaning, but as a totality, it's like I have my personality on my tattoo.
Yeah.
It's like, this is me, and I love it because it's
your
me.
Personality.
Yeah. But I don't know. I'd encourage you. Like if Skyrim is a big part of your life, I wouldn't think about it like, oh, I don't need it to be even more of it. I'd be like, yeah, I want to commemorate, like my childhood.
Yeah.
With like a nice big tattoo,
Well, see, another way of like I was looking at it whenever I got the side of my face tattooed, or like head, or neck, whatever.
Neck and head, yeah.
So whenever I first seen like the style of work, I was like, wow. Nobody's ever going to ask me what the meaning of this is, and nobody's really going to pull me on this,
Yeah.
Whereas like anything else, like say I've got like Skyrim tattoo or something, it's like, oh, is that a Skyrim tattoo? They're going to be constantly like asking me about it, and it's just like you're going to have the same conversation over and over and over again with people, and it's like,
okay,
I don't really want to do that.
All I'm going to say is I've never in my life seen you in shorts, so I don't think you will have that conversation much.
Seriously, were you even here over summer?
Yeah.
Like,
actually, wait, no.
Yeah,
okay, you were wearing the shorts.
Summer hits,
okay.
Boom, I'm in my shorts.
No,
You definitely
Oh yeah.
okay, maybe a few times, yeah. Okay. I mean, it's like 1 month in a year, 1 week in a year. Like we get sun here for like a week.
Yeah, that kind of concludes, everything. Like my body art and what I'm going to do. I was eventually going to get my palms tattooed, but glad I didn't. So glad I didn't. It would have faded, and it would just be in a world of pain, constantly getting touched.
Yeah, it would have been worse than nipples, man. Just
yeah. So glad I didn't do that. But yeah. Oh, I was going to get my eyes tattooed, but it's just a wee injection. But I'm glad I didn't do that, obviously. But
I remember you
I talked about that in one of the other episodes.
And I was just like, please, for the love of God, do not do that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you have a high chance of going blind after that as well.
Oh yeah. If it's done incorrectly, if it's like a big enough dosage of the injection, you can lose your eyesight for sure. And if your like aftercare isn't good, then obviously.
Yeah, kids. Contact lenses exist.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Just get contact lenses. Just don't risk losing your eyesight.
Yeah.
Or then you won't be able to see.
You become more sensitive to things, to light. So like this light on me at the moment, like that.
Wait! If I got green injected into my eyes, would it fix my color blindness?
Only one way to find out.
Okay. I'm getting my eyes turned green, man. Color blindness fixed. Let's go.
We've just convinced them.
Yeah, never mind.
Do this, it's not worth the risk. Alan decides to do it.
Listen, I get bullied so much for being colorblind, man. Yeah, I'm willing to do anything.
You shouldn't have told us.
And what then? You've been like, he's just fucking stupid. He can't tell colors apart. What the fuck's going on? It's like either way, it's a lose-lose.
I mean, you're not that colorblind.
So remember when we got you to like name all the colors across the street, and you got the majority of them right?
Yeah.
I think it's only like the red or something.
It's red and brown, blue and purple, yellow and green.
Isn't it not usually people have just like one of those things?
Yeah, but Deuteranopia, which is the one for green. Since it is green and green's a part of so many colors, it kind of just it affects like green and yellow a lot, but then it kind of trickles down and it's less intensive for the other colors. Yeah, the Juten one's kind of a dickhead one.
See the guy that was apprenticing with me at the very beginning whenever I was learning, he didn't know he was colorblind. He gave the mentor was like, hey, can you give me a red? And he gives him a green. And he was like, dude, I asked you for red. He's like, that is red. It's like, no, this is green. It's like, are you colorblind? It's like, oh,
Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know.
What?
I need to check it out. So you got it checked out and like, yeah, he is colorblind. I just learned how to tattoo. It's like, dude.
A client comes in. He's like, "Can I get like a blue flower with like, you know, some like red in it and stuff like that?" And he's like, yeah, sure.
Great.
And he's like, "Yo, this is my best tattoo ever. The color is so saturated. It looks so sick." And the client's just like,
That's not what I asked from you.
"Brother, that's yellow and red. Where's the blue?" Like, huh? What do you mean? It's like, "Yeah, never mind, man. Never mind. I'm just gonna go. How much? Yeah, it's fine."
It is what it is at that stage. Like,
maybe you know, that should be like a compulsory test for tattoo artists. Just
Color
like, you know,
test.
just have that like, you know, the colorblind test with the circle that with like the smaller circles in it that just says "fuck you" to everyone who like can read it, and then, you know,
no.
it's like you just go like, "Oh, what does that say?" And it's like, "Fuck you, mean it's just a circle with circles in it." It's like, "Oh, yeah, sorry, you're not gonna go for it." Yeah, black and white only for you.
All right. Well, here. Well, we need to finish this up. So,
Let's
yeah,
wrap.
thanks again for tuning in, guys. That was the story of my tattoos. As I said, you know, most tattoo artists have bad tattoos, and I am certainly one of them. Well, except for Katrina's. All hers are phenomenal, and Anna's as well. So, yeah. Well, I like most of my tattoos. You know, it's just bad decisions. You know, so
Yeah, we all make them.
yeah.
Sometimes a few too many times, but yeah.
Yeah, but it's a story at the
Tattoos
end
are
of the day, you know?
tattoos. They look sick. Unless
Yeah.
it's never mind.
Yeah, no matter what tattoo you get, they all still look cool in our opinion. So
Yes,
Yeah.
tattoos.
and just make sure they're well done.
Yes.
Like, go to
Don't
reputable
scourge.
artists.
If don't get tattooed in someone's garage like I did.
You did that? Well, here that's another. That's another talk for another
Go to a
time.
professional studio like Amave Studios.
Yes,
Banbridge.
come visit us. All right.
Yep.
Well, yeah. Thanks again, guys.
Goodbye.
And remember, Veni Vidi Amavi. Peace out.